Or did they split over having children? And check this out, a Pitt family portrait with Angelina and 5 sons inside Brad's startling photo shoot.
The concept
was there romance between the flashbulbs?
Extraordinary, incredible, awesome.
Hollywood's dynamic duo at it again. Holy overboard, Batman. You won't believe how Tom's acting now.
A Mod Squad star, a victim of abuse.
He was everything to me, and yet he was beating me up.
Peggy Lipton reveals all, the drugs and her battle with cancer.
I could have died. It's just that simple.
Plus, Victoria Beckham, the deadly plot to kidnap her children, the precautions to protect her young ones.
We do have bulletproof cars.
Heather Locklear, a desperate housewife.
Were you ever that desperate for love? Lonely?
Absolutely.
What she reveals about her surprising search for love. And a bevy of brides get frosted. What made these bridezillas attack?
Pitt shows off his pecs and jumps in bed with Angelina. Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm Mark Steinis. Mr. and Mrs. Smith pose like a real married couple.
But what about those rumors? Did she break up Brad and Jennifer, or did they split over kids? Brad finally breaks his silence to Diane Sawyer.
I don't see my time, certainly my marriage, as any kind of failure.
Did Angelina Jolie break up your marriage?
No.
No topic was off limits for tonight's special edition of ABC's Primetime Live. Diane even asks Brad about his well-publicized trip with Angelina to a remote African resort that fueled romance reports.
Did you know there'd be cameras in Kenya?
Obviously not. I mean, it's an amazing fact, the bounty that's on my head and the lengths that these people go to get these shots and the amount of money that they're paying for these shots. It's something like $500,000 or $750,000 for those shots. And I can't help but think what that, what that money could have gone to. Hell, I would have set up the damn pictures myself.
What they're talking about is Africa. The star is a passionate supporter of the One campaign, an organization whose goal is to eradicate poverty in Africa.
He says, I can't get out of the press and they can't get into the press. I'm going to trade here. And yes, you could ask me anything, but I'm going to make sure that I keep my promise to these kids to tell their story. There's no question that looking at the kids in Africa makes him think of adoption. The family is still centered in his life. It's only a question of when and who and where.
Diane describes Brad as reflective when talking about why his marriage to Jennifer Aniston unraveled.
Reported everywhere that you wanted babies, and she did not.
Ridiculous. Most of these stories, you get probably 2% real fruit juice, and the rest is just garbage with no nutritional value.
So what about this family photo? It's Brad and Angelina around the table with the little ones and shirtless Pitt in bed. We're going to tell you why coming up later.
Tom and Katie's date night. Oh, yes, it was to a movie, all right, but they weren't alone. Hundreds of screaming fans lined the streets of Hollywood, tagging along, and our Jen Carl caught it all.
I love kisses from him.
The night was all about Batman, but the true superhero seemed to be Tom Cruise. Have you seen the film? How is she?
Extraordinary, incredible, awesome. She's Kate. No, she's a great actress. She's amazing, and she glows on screen.
Way to go, girl. Tom let Katie do the talking as they hit the carpet in Hollywood. While I chatted with her, he spent more than 45 minutes signing autographs. Katie said he's a fan of her new movie, Batman Begins.
He couldn't have been more supportive, and he just loved it, and it was so much fun. We have a great time.
A 6-week television event. From the first wagon west to a clash of 2 nations. From the California Gold Rush to a railroad that united a country.
We can accomplish great things!
Into the West. See it only on TNT.
Catherine, wait.
Leave me alone. I'm not worthy of you.
It is I that am not worthy of you.
How can you say that? Edward, you have been nothing but honorable.
I've been a fool my whole life. Catherine, I love you. I've always loved you.
Oh, Reggie.
Coming up, Nicole's co-star Will Ferrell masters the bewitched twitch.
I worked for hours and months to get that down. Actually, I'm not twitching, I just have an itch.
The civil rights organization implies a local district attorney is racist. Channel 2 captures his response.
And a police dog pulls a suspect from his vehicle. See the dramatic video tonight at 11 on the Channel 2 Action News Night Beat. Coverage you can count on.
We have hot new releases like this every week at the Walmart Home Entertainment Department.
On DVD June 7th. Be cordial.
Stop hating. Stop participating.
Be sexy.
Scorching.
Be cool.
My bad, dog. It's my wife's cousin.
Be cool on DVD June 7th.
The hottest new releases at everyday low prices. Walmart is the place.
Ford's summer celebration is here with the best deals of the year. Drive home Ford Focus with 0% financing for 60 months or get up to $3,000 cash back. That's 0 for 60 or up to $3,000 cash back. Celebrate the summer in a Ford Focus. Visit your Atlanta area Ford store today.
Mark Harmon and Set Secrets from NCIS lead tonight's ET download.
Cigar!
It's Firetown!
Tonight's episode on CBS has Harmon, Michael Weatherly, and the team trying to solve the 2-year disappearance of a naval officer. But as our Kevin Frazier discovered, when it comes to all that snappy investigator dialogue, Weatherly uses cheat sheets.
And I'll be like, I'm a lot faster than you, boss. And so you do this, you go. One more question.
Hollywood Secrets, only entertainment, and I can give you that exclusive.
I was nervous. I was very nervous.
Tonight on UPN's Chaotic, Britney Spears and hubby Kevin Federline recount that life-changing moment when they became engaged. Turns out Britt popped the question.
I didn't expect her to just come out and ask me to marry you.
Well, I get embarrassed because I asked you. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I think the most has definitely helped me get it out there.
And nothing says romance quite like the sight of 20 brides clawing their way into a giant wedding cake in search of a $50,000 prize. Today's stunt in Times Square was held to kick off the second season of Bridezillas, which premieres Sunday on WE Women's Entertainment. And they are lining up for Fox's next talent search, So You Think You Can Dance. And we're there as the producers of American Idol held casting calls across the nation for a grueling new competition that will crown America's #1 dancer.
Bewitched flies into theaters on the 24th with Nicole Kidman as Samantha and the lucky guy hanging from the broomstick, funny man Will Ferrell. Leonard Maltin fills us in on their movie magic.
Are you rich?
I just want to be normal.
Well, acting is better than normal.
And Will's acting opposite Nicole in this romantic comedy is also better than normal. It borders on classic.
Where art thou, dog? Thy canine lover.
But he admits it was a little intimidating playing Darren alongside an Oscar winner.
I didn't know what to expect with this Academy Award-winning actress and then this guy from old school.
And that famous nose twitch, Will revealed the secret.
Anyone can do, I mean, you just have to work on these muscles right here.
You can find out more on the finer points of by clicking onto ET Online, powered by Yahoo Entertainment.
I worked for hours and months to get that down.
Will is also in the middle of filming Stranger Than Fiction with Dustin Hoffman and Queen Latifah. He plays an IRS auditor who finds himself the subject of narration only he can hear. And it affects everything, his work, his love interest, and even his death.
Next, a shirtless Brad in bed with Angelina, dinner at home with the children, a perfect Pitt family photo. Not exactly.
The reality is the family that prays together does not necessarily stay together.
Then, Mod Squad's Peggy Lipton comes to terms with her past drug use.
I was just rebellious.
What she tells her kids today.
I've told them everything, but it's not something I would advise for every parent to do.
From Stage 28, next.
Mod Squad Squad beauty writes she was intimate with Beatle Paul McCartney and got Elvis all shook up. But her romances weren't always happy. Tonight, what Peggy told me about sexual abuse and how she was beaten by her boyfriend. And that's our story from Stage 28. To those looking on, Peggy Lipton was a huge success, a TV star who ran with the rich and famous. But in her book, Breathing Out, Lipton also tells a tale of childhood sexual abuse from an uncle and physical abuse as a teenager.
You were in this abusive relationship, but it started out on the first date that he slapped you in the face. And yet you were out with him the next night, and then it went on for a period of time.
It went on. I moved into his house.
Yeah.
There I was, 19 years old, and I couldn't help myself. You know, he was everything to me, and yet he was beating me up. But I would say as it went on, the shame of being in that relationship was the hardest thing to break. I try to think of what was I thinking when I knew he was going to come in and attack me. What was I thinking? He really does love me, and he doesn't mean to get like that. I deserve this on some level.
Being the it girl of her time meant access to lots of drugs, pot, cocaine, peyote. She admits she was a girl gone wild.
I was just rebellious. The more people focused on me, the more rebellious I got. And I think this is part of that whole thing of being insecure. I didn't know enough of who I was or what I consisted of or what. I knew my values deep down, but I wasn't able to express them or even live by them because I had such insecurity.
How do you approach that with your own kids?
I've told them everything so that if and when they ever got into a problem, they were always willing and able to come to me because I had already been through it. But it's not something I would advise for every parent to do, to have to go out there and experiment in order to understand, what their kids might be going through.
Now 58, Peggy says she wrote the book for herself, to put everything down and see how she felt about her life. It's a life she now treasures more than ever, especially since last year when a colonoscopy revealed a tumor. Peggy is now a cancer survivor of 1 year.
What has that done to your life?
Pretty much changed it completely. It's that same old thing. It makes you appreciate everything in life. It sounds corny, but God is true. I'm much stronger, much better, much more me, much more everything because I could have died. It's just that simple.
Peggy knows how fortunate she is, and she's also helping others. Peggy works with a group called Break the Cycle to educate young people about abusive relationships.
Brad takes his shirt off with Angelina. No, wait, it's not what you think. It's good, and they have kids. Now, we're not spreading gossip about Hollywood's most talked about movie couple. This was Brad's idea. Brad is shirtless in bed with Angelina, and it is not a scene from their new movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But it's not the big shocker. Check out the little pitlings in this photo. Brad and Angelina and their 5 kids. It's all part of a very unusual photo spread in the July W magazine that hit stands June 24.
The concept was Brad's idea. He came to us in late March with the premise of doing a photo essay about a idealized American couple.
Brad wanted to show the good and bad side of a family from the 60s, which is when he grew up. He had photographer Stephen Klein show Angelina obsessing about her nails and then passed out on the floor.
The reality is the family that prays together does not necessarily stay together.
Friedman tells us that Brad and Angelina were total pros during the shoot, and he saw no sign of a relationship between them. He also says that Mr. Pitt was the man in charge.
Brad was involved from choosing the house to the clothes, to even cropping photographs.
In the interview inside, Brad addresses his split from wife Jennifer Aniston. Quote, "I know that if a marriage doesn't fit a certain idea, it's looked upon as a failure. But I see mine as a total success. Jen is such an influence on my life. We made it for 7 years. That's 5 years more than I made it with anyone else."
A divorce. I like it.
While Angelina says, quote, "I haven't learned how to work as well in partnerships as I do as an individual. I'm better alone." During Jan Carl's interview with the duo yesterday, talk turned to their steamy love scene in Mr. and Mrs. Smith in theaters Friday.
We did that coordinated with the stunt coordinator. So I think this may be the first sex scene ever coordinated by the stunt coordinator.
It's intense.
Last Tango in Paris is intense. I mean, this is PG-13. If you see this as intense, I'm going to sign you up for some classes.
Who's teaching?
Yeah, I don't care.
Don't go there.
We're on. Moving on.
Professor Pitts. Moving on, Brad also reveals to W Magazine that he loves to spend long hours on his motorcycle because, in his words, no one has a clue. You're just another jackass on the road. Tomorrow on ET, the Costner's vacation with the Kennedys. We're hitting the links with Kevin and beaching it with wife Christine in a bikini. Then, Fat and Fabulous.
It's our time and we're not ashamed anymore.
The new reality series that says big is beautiful. Is Jerry Hall's new show too racy for TV? She makes her boy toys bare all.
Personally, I love being naked.
And a photo exclusive, Charlie and Denise's new baby, tomorrow.
Today's ET birthdays are brought to you by Febreze Scent Stories. Which musician dated Kim Basinger in the 80s? Is it Rod Stewart, Prince, or John Bon Jovi? Your answer is next in the ET birthdays.
Take a mini break at Callaway Gardens. Beach, golf, fly fishing, and butterflies. An hour from Atlanta, a world away.
Welcome to H.H. Gregg. What can I help you with today?
I'm confused. I don't know which flat panel TV is right for me.
Well, that's why I'm here. It's my job to help you find the right model, professionally installed at the right price. Joey.
Joey, I don't... George!
At H.H. Gregg, well-trained, knowledgeable salespeople make all the difference. H.H. Gregg, good people to help you make the right choice.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question about...
Joey, get back to work.
Sorry.
If your Pap test is normal, you don't have to worry about cervical cancer, right?
Right. Of course.
Wrong. A Pap isn't enough. There's another test, the HPV test. Almost all cervical cancers are caused by a virus, the human papillomavirus. And only an HPV test can directly detect the virus.
Really? Why didn't I know that?
Now you know.
And everyone we know should know.
Absolutely.
The HPV test. Ask your doctor, tell your friends. Must be used along with the Pap test and is approved for screening women 30 and over.
A new era in cancer care has begun at Atlanta Medical Center. Whether or not you're struggling with cancer, the Cancer Pavilion services are designed around your needs. Our new Cancer Pavilion's preventive approach to cancer includes community screenings and education. Our Cancer Pavilion's resource library, Metaspa, and Hope Lodge provide an extra caring touch for those we treat for cancer. For more information, call 866-339-4262.
Introducing Crest Sensitivity with Whitening Plus Scope. Finally, maximum strength sensitivity protection and scope freshness. Crest Sensitivity.
Today's ET birthdays are brought to you by Febreze Scent Stories. Which musician dated Kim Basinger in the 80s?
That's the artist currently known as Prince, who today turns 47. Now, is that some bobblehead?
Yes, it is confirmed Mary Hart is a bobblehead, and she doesn't mind it at all since it's the Sioux Falls Canaries, her South Dakota hometown's minor league team, that's giving her one.
That's a bobbling head. There have been people through the years who have said, maybe she is a bit of a bobblehead.
Mary was joined by son AJ from Mary Hart Day in Sioux Falls, and she was also honored by her alma mater, Augustana College, and the Canaries, who had AJ throw out one of the opening pitches. And Mary threw one, too, once she got closer to the plate. Looks like so much fun. Cool bobblehead.
Thank
By the
you.
way, aren't you supposed to throw it from the mound,
Now,
Mary?
come on, they have forward tees in golf.
All
Why
right.
not in baseball?
Fair enough.
Stay with ET because on Thursday, we're going to have a Cameron Diaz exclusive from her new movie, In Her...
Fall in love and live happily ever after.
It's LA on VJ Day. Revelers pour down Hollywood Boulevard. Girls lean out of cars. Soldiers and sailors run up and grab kisses. There's a pretty dark-haired girl caught in close-up. It's Betty Short. She's young. She's vibrant. She lives. The crime scene looked like this. We'd covered lots north to south. The body on the west side, mid-block.
It was a horrific sight. The body was surgically cut in half, bisected.
There are people out there who are only aroused when they're killing. She met someone like that.
This was a huge story in 1947. It was headlines for 30 days straight. They had 1,000 law enforcement officers working on the case. This is Los Angeles' most notorious unsolved murder. My name is Steve Hodel. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California.
Steve Hodel. He grows up to join LAPD.
Spent 24 years with the police.
Moreover, he becomes a homicide detective.
I've had 300 murder investigations in my career, nothing on a level of this kind of horror.
He starts investigating his father's life.
Dad was a man of mystery. Obviously, this is somebody Dad knew intimately.
There's what we know.
This is my home. This was the palace. My father was the king.
There's what we sense.
My mother said, "You don't understand. Your father has got a lust for blood. You don't know anything about your father."
And there's how we revise our own memory.
I never dreamt that Dad could be an actual suspect of this crime.
This is Steve Hodel's journey through his most forbidding memories.
For me, this is a search for the truth. Searching for the truth of my father and searching for the truth of who killed Elizabeth Short.
Black Dahlia Confidential. Tonight's 48 Hours Mystery. The mystery continues in 90 seconds.
Nightline. Tonight, cops, protesters, and videotape. A new witness changes everything.
I'm Karen Hopkins. WXTX Fox 54 is looking for some faces of the future. Each month, we'll feature several outstanding local young people who've made significant contributions to our community. If you know someone special between the ages of 12 and 21, please let us know. Pick up an official nomination form at any of our sponsor locations: Spectrum, Subway, Cellular One, and Alabama Wholesale. Together, we'll find Cox Faces of the Future.
Cheer up, my son. Taco Bell is open late. So spice up your night with the grilled stuffed burrito. When it is late, think outside the bun.
In 2 days, Stitch is coming to our world, and paradise will never be the same. Disney's Lilo and Stitch, rated PG. In theaters Friday.
You are a curious young man, and curiosity could have repercussions. But lucky you, you get rewarded with a nice vanilla Coke. The smooth flavor of vanilla, the refreshment of Coke. So intriguing. I'm glad you like it. Jimmy, reward your curiosity with new vanilla Coke.
Miss having home phone service? Well, Atlanta Telephone and Communications can sign you up with new service for just $39.95. Or switch your current service for free, lowering your monthly bill. No credit checks, no deposit, and no ID required. You'll get unlimited local service, 911 emergency access, and no late fees. Let us take the hassle out of your life, or at least your phone service. It's easy, it's local, it's ATC.
You're watching the Sunset. Stay tuned for King of the Hill at 6:30, followed by Martin at 7 on Fox 54. Fox rocks. Watch it.
Edith goes south of the border.
No estoy un meathead. No, I'm doing Mad
TV. Late night
It came with the Coke.
Hey, what's up?
Cool.
Buy specially marked packages of Coke this summer, and your favorite music comes with it. The music you love might be closer than you think.
In 3 days, you can meet Stitch. He comes in peace.
She could use some lovin'.
Just don't expect quiet. Disney's Lilo and Stitch, rated PG. In theaters Friday.
Looking for better allergy relief? It's right under your nose. Benadryl. Proven better than the leading prescription antihistamine. Medical studies prove histamine-blocking Benadryl to be a full 54% more effective at relieving your worst allergy symptoms, like runny noses. Benadryl, proven 54% more effective than the leading prescription antihistamine.
Gives you smoothness that makes you feel like a goddess. Each shower-safe refill has soft cushions that surround 3 blades for the closest shave ever in just 1 stroke. So close, your skin stays smoother, longer, which all goddesses deserve. Venus, reveal the goddess in you. Now indulge yourself with new Satin Care Shave Gel from Gillette.
Want to build monumental lashes? Get an architect. New Lash Architect 3D Dramatic Mascara from L'Oreal for thicker, longer, curvier lashes. False lashes, who needs them? New Lash Architect from L'Oreal Paris. Definitely not for the timid.
The Bourne Identity is the best spy thriller in years. Smart, sexy, stylish.
I need to get you to a safe place, now.
2 thumbs up. A new action hero is born. The Bourne Identity. Rated PG-13. Now playing.
The game's greatest players compete in the summer's biggest event, the 2002 All-Star Game, July 9th on Fox.
Hey teens, now's the time to voice your choice for today's hottest stars. Pick up the July issue of 17 magazine and find the official awards ballot, or log on to 17.com and cast your vote. See who wins on the Teen Choice Awards August 19th on Fox.
Fox Thursday, catch a heat wave of music with 13 of today's hottest bands live on one stage. See Britney Spears, No Doubt, Ja Rule, Alanis Morissette, Ludacris, Ashanti, Michelle Branch, and more. Hosted by Jennifer Love Hewitt. And NSYNC's Chris and JC. Teen Choice presents Summer Music Mania 2002 at 8/7 Central, Fox Thursday.
Welcome back to the action here in the Red Room.
That's right. The karaoke bars in Chile are going nuts right now. It's all for you, Brad.
Now, don't forget to write down the phone numbers that you see on the screen for your favorite performers. Soon the lines will be open. They're not open yet, but very soon.
Right.
Up next, it's Ryan. Ryan Starr has always impressed the judges with her look.
This is what happens when you make the effort. What a difference.
Yes, very original.
Oh, sure.
Can you get out, please? I need to change. Goodbye. I made this one to be like the showstopper.